teacher asked you to do a presentation, but you ended up making these long, headache paragraphs that will probably even make your teacher fall asleep. You asked your friends for some advice and they said pictures and visuals are most needed. You excitedly opened your laptop to add visuals on your presentation, but then realized you don't know how to edit them. So you went to bed and gave up. Except that's not what you did, and instead opened YouTube for guides, and now you're here. Congrats! Greetings everyone! Welcome to my beginner guide for PowerPoint presentation, and today we'll be looking at how to use picture and shape format. So first up, what you want to do is to just open up PowerPoint and click on blank presentation. To put your pictures on your presentation, just right click and click this icon right here. Make sure you've copied your picture beforehand because this is called the paste method to add your pictures. There are also other ways to add your pictures on your presentation, like for example, if you click on insert and click on pictures, and if you click on this device, you can add pictures that are saved from your device. So now you've added your picture on your presentation, you can click and hold it to move it around. So how do we open up the picture format tab? To open up the picture format tab, you just have to click on the picture, and if you see up here, there will be the picture format tab. After you click it, as you can see, there will be many sections here, and we're going to look at all of them. So the size section, what it does is that it adjusts your pictures. Like for example, if you look at crop here, when you click it, you'll see these black lines, and if you drag them, you can cut out the unwanted parts on your pictures accordingly. Like for example, if I want just this singular orange just become my picture, I'll just drag these black lines and it will cut out the unwanted parts and only keep the orange that I wanted. And the height and width, you can just use it on the picture and drag out these white dots you see here, and if you just drag it, you can adjust its size. So now you've got your singular orange big. Next up, we got the arrange section. So what this section does is that it basically helps with us aligning our pictures whichever way we want. So let's look up at the align one. So what the align one does, option does, is that it makes our pictures, multiple pictures, align accordingly. For example, I'll take this other picture and paste it here. We can just make it align with our pictures so that it looks clean and neat, as you can see here. Yep, like that. And next up, we got the rotate option. What the rotate option does is that it basically just rotates our pictures. Like for example, if you look at here, we got the flip horizontally. It just flips our picture horizontally. Okay. Next up, we got these three: bring forward, send backwards, selection pane. So what these three options do is that it brings our pictures on cue. For example, if I wanted this picture, this singular orange picture to be in front, I'll just click on it and just click on bring forward. And now this picture is in front of the other pictures. And that is the arrange section. Next up, we got the picture style section. So what this section does is that it gives us a chance to design our pictures. Like for example, if you look at over here, we can add borders to our pictures. If you click on this button to see all the available borders on PowerPoint, let's take this one for example. So to adjust our borders, click on picture borders and you can adjust it. Like for example, you can change its color, have no outline, and you can also increase the border size by clicking on weight. There are also picture effects, which is a lot. You can experiment it by checking out yourselves. For example, you can add on shadows. Let's add this one for example. And you can also rotate it and make it 3D, which just give us a chance to have many interesting ways to edit out our presentation. Let's take this one. This one seems interesting. And now you got a very cool picture edited out. Next, we got the adjust section. So in this section, the main ones are reset picture, color, artistic effects, transparency, and corrections. So these options just basically help you to adjust the colors of your picture. And for the reset picture, there are two options you can choose. First up is the reset picture. The reset picture one just removes all the effects that you added on your picture. Like for example, if we click on the reset picture for this one, it's going to remove the borders and also the shadows that we added. And if we click on the reset picture and size, it's going to revert back to the original image, as you can see here. Right. So as for these options, it just helps us to recolor our pictures. Like for example, we got this one, which adjusts the color saturation of our photo. Let's take this one for example. Transparency, which just makes your pictures more transparent, and also the corrections, which you can just make it more sharp, or you can make it more bright or contrast. And so that's that. We've already explained all these options on picture format. And that's all for picture format. Let's move on to shape format. So let's just remove these pictures first. To remove these, you just have to right click and just click cut. And it'll remove the pictures that we added. So to add up shapes, you just have to go to home and you'll see this. You'll just click this button and you'll see the many shapes that you can put on your presentation. Let's take the rectangle for example. To put your shape on the presentation, you just click on the shape you want and then just click and it'll be there. So how do we open up the shape format tab? So to open up the shape format tab, you just have to click on the shape that you added, and then if you see up here, same as the picture format, you'll see the shape format here and you just click it. And now you're on the picture on the shape format tab. So the main things on shape format tab is the shape styles and also the merge shapes. So first up, let's look at the shape fill. The shape fill basically just changes the background of our shapes. For example, you can change the colors and also choose to have no fill, which we'll explain later. We can also adjust the outline. You can have no outline or increase the size of your outlines by clicking on weight, this, and also you can adjust its colors like this. So this is actually pretty cool because you can make some things by using the outline and just have no fill to leave out only the outlines. So that's something you can do. Next up, we got the merge shapes. So what merge shapes does is that it makes us merge shapes with other shapes. For example, if we add another shape here, hold CTRL and click on the two shapes, and then we just choose anything. Like for example, if we take on union, we have combined two shapes into one, which just gives us the chance to make some very interesting shapes. And it is up to our creativity to do it. You can experiment yourself by using some other shapes that are available over here. You can make it with many shapes and it is up to you. And that is all for my beginner guide to picture and shape format. And that is all from me. Thank you.